It's the beginning of November and everything seems to be over. But where's Aigis? Tartarus is gonna disappear. We're gonna snap a quick picture, have a big feast. Okay, but seriously, where's Aigis? She's running late? Brilliant. We go to the school and see Aigis being controlled by the silly chairman. Aigis, snap out of it, they all said in unison. Just to wake up to being put on a cross at the tippy top of Tartarus. The chairman has a monologue. Aigis refuses to shoot Mitsuru's dad. Mitsuru's dad gets shot anyway. Dies. Chairman also gets shot. Lives, but jumps off Tartarus. Dies. Mitsuru runs to her dad. No one comforts her. But what does Junpei think in all this?
What all happened to Chidori?
Junpei walks into Chidori's hospital room. Cheery! She looks over at Junpei, gloomy. But she seems to be deep in thought. Junpei tries to speak to her, but fails to get a response. In a desperate attempt to get her to speak, Junpei does Junpei things.
Hurting yourself.
What the fuck? Chidori looks at him blankly at his disgraceful actions, then tells the poor guy to fuck off.
Don't come here anymore.
Checking up on Junpei that evening, you can see his emotions. The very next day, walking up to Junpei after class, he invites you for food. Junpei's eyes get caught by a flower shop. You walk up to it and Junpei inquires about white flowers, which he doesn't end up buying. You hold back making fun of him for being a broke boy, and instead decide to ask him if something's wrong. Being unable to tell Junpei to buy the damn flowers, you decide to encourage his desperation by telling him to visit Chidori, even if you're still mad at him. Unfortunately, that only makes him more jealous of you. Being Junpei's best friend and right-hand man, not like that. You go out of your way and buy the single most cheapest one white flower the shop offers. Not even a full bouquet. Serves him right for making you do it, dickhead. Upon reaching the dorm and holding the single white flower, you turn to Junpei as he sits in the dorm armchair and hand him the flower. Shocked, he hurries you away to the second floor to speak to you. Did I cross a line? You think to yourself, but decide to put his mind in order and tell him to give the flowers to Chidori. Happy and glad that he can blame all of this on you if she doesn't like them, he agrees. Late November, Chidori gets kidnapped by Strega. Junpei, determined to get her back, brings the whole seas together and makes us find her. We arrive at Tartarus. Junpei has a monologue before Chidori decides that she's had enough of his crying. She swings her chained axe at you and battle commences. After we fight and win, Chidori has another monologue. Chidori spills her feelings to Junpei and how badly he hurts her by existing.
Pain I never wanted.
Hey man, that's not cool. What the fuck? Mr. Jesus decides this is taking too long. Shoots Junpei, dies. Chidori, now heartbroken, rushes over to Junpei's corpse. And you experience an out-of-place, dreamlike scene in Junpei's mind. He then wakes up, and you see Chidori putting her life force into Junpei. Aw, how cute.
But wait! If she goes as far as completely reviving someone, the cost for that would be...
Wait, what? Chidori closes her eyes in Junpei's arms, dies. Strega leaves because Akihiko didn't let Junpei beat their ass.
You with this life. Don't just throw it away.
And yeah, Junpei lives now.
Yeah, that's what I would have did.
A couple of days of Junpei being depressed pass, and Mitsuru gets a call. Chidori's alive? What? Some flower saved her? Excuse me? Now you, the player, have to skip to the final decision of the game, make sure you pick the true ending, and now play the game some more. Until January 21st, you and the rest of Seas rush after Junpei to the hospital. Yukari mocks him for waiting outside despite rushing there so quick. Flustered, Junpei explains himself before everyone peer pressures him to walk in. No, not alone, no. You and Mitsuru are there too. Chidori sits there confused and slightly dazed, as Junpei internally celebrates while begging for everything not to be a dream. Chidori cuts him off and asks him a shattering question.
Who are you?
Mitsuru obviously knew because she has level 18 knowledge. The doctor decides to manipulate poor memory lost Chidori by claiming only Junpei and Mitsuru were her friends, completely forgetting about you being in the room with them. Chidori mentions having a really long dream about the last few years. Junpei makes the mistake of assuming it was a nightmare, which pisses Chidori off.
I didn't say it was a nightmare. Don't put words in my mouth.
Chidori describes her dream to you, Mitsuru, and Junpei.
Warm person at the end of a long tunnel.
The mention of flowers brings your mind back to the single white flower. And buy the single most cheapest one white flower the shop offers that you bought for her. Then, the doctor and Mitsuru start to talk about Chidori as if she's not even there. Chidori has enough of their bullshit and pipes up.
Talking about me?
She mentions wanting to find the guy in her dream. Mitsuru hits her with a hypothetical question, which Chidori tells Mitsuru to basically fuck off. Junpei lets out a few happy tears and makes the poor girl worry.
Why are you crying?
She's gonna have the worst first impression of him ever. Mitsuru fucking laughs at him and ushers you to leave the room. While we walk up to the door, we hear the sniffles of Yukari and Fuka from the bittersweet moment and laugh at them.